Hello, hello, welcome. Hi, everybody.
Yeah.
Hi. We're going to start in just a couple of minutes. I'm just sending out a couple of invites to some people. But I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. It's so good to see all your beautiful faces. Okay, yes, I encourage you to have your camera on. Don't have to, but I love seeing it. This is supposed to be a full class. So just as a reminder, I set the limit to 50 people. I can have as many as 100, but I just set it to 50. So we are at 49. So if you haven't been signing up for the classes, make sure you do that in advance so you don't miss out. And so if you have a bolster block, anything, go ahead and grab that. And let's begin seated. So go ahead and get yourself set up. Make sure you have water, your blocks, and something to sit on. So like a blanket, something like that. And we'll get started in just a minute. And if you want to play music on your end, I won't be able to hear you. So feel free to do that. Let me see, somebody else just came in. Welcome, welcome. Here it is. Nope, nope. Okay. Okay, we'll get started in just a second. So gives you a second to kind of get everything together. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'll come back here, see with the teacher. If we were working privately, you would see me like this. This is how I start all my sessions. Hello. But if we're group sessioning, I'm over here. So, all right, let's start seated. This can be cross-legged, this can be one leg extended. If it feels uncomfortable to sit for longer than a couple of minutes, then start on your back. So find the pose that feels good for you. It can be one leg extended, it can be however you want. And then bring your hands to your knees, or maybe just allow them to drape in your lap. And then begin to close your eyes, tap into the body. Take a deep inhale here. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. Really sink into whatever you're sitting on. Another deep inhale here. Open mouth, exhale. Let it go. And then just continue breathing on your own. I might get up a few times to let people in the room. So as we tap into our breath, notice how your body feels. So starting with the toes, maybe you give a wiggle or you flex your muscles, give a little internal hug, starting with the legs, maybe you wiggle the hips. Check in with the belly, shoulders down and back. Give a little wiggle to your arms or your fingers. Checking in all the places. Where do you need some attention? Or maybe attention release. Take another deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. On this next one, make it audible. Deep inhale. Open mouth, make an ah sound. Ah. Let it go. Let the vibrations kind of like send or sing out. So one more time. Deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Ah. Feels kind of weird, but it feels really good too. We're over here like, ah. Whoever's in the next room is like, what is she doing? She's practicing yoga. Sorry. I was in the moment for a second. Okay, back to your body. Seal your lips, breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Let's tap back into it. So Hopefully there'll be many more times where we'll laugh through this class, because who doesn't enjoy some laughter, right? Am I right? The world needs more, for sure. So eyes are closed, we're focused inward, shoulders away from ears, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. So as we breathe here, we're finding the Ujjayi breath. This is this awesome yoga breathing technique. This is where yoga came from. This is the reason why we practice yoga. It's the breath. So taking the time to cultivate the breath in the beginning of the practice is so important. It brings you into that yoga mindset, like pacing your breath slowly. As we breathe in through the nose, think about a count of like 4, 5, or 6, and then exhale to that same count. And then find that rhythm, like as we inhale, we count to 4, exhale, we count to 4. And it should sound almost like an ocean wave. So inhaling and exhaling, just kind of feeling that little movement of breath going in and out of your nose. And then just find this rhythm. Once you found it, take a deep inhale and think, I am. And then exhale, think brave. Inhale, I am. Exhale, brave. So I just want to give you that mindset, that intention for this practice for today. I love to use affirmations. And this one is awesome because we all need just some bravery sometimes. And saying it over and over again as we practice can just be a really good reminder. So I'd like you to think about something that you are afraid of and that you need some bravery. So take a moment and think about that. It could be something like having a conversation with somebody that's not fun. It could be something like, I want to do something crazy, like go bungee jumping. It could be something as simple as I want to be brave enough to wear a crop top. So wherever you are in this, something that you need a little bit of courage on, let's focus there. I am brave. Just take a couple of rounds of breath here. On that next exhale, bring your attention back to center and allow your right ear to come down to your right shoulder, stretching out this whole left side of your neck. So today's class will definitely be super gentle. I don't even think we're going to reach standing. I love this class so much. I love that you all are here. And then maybe we lift and lower our chin. As we inhale, we lift, exhale, we lower. And then come back to center. You can keep your eyes closed here. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, lower your left ear to left shoulder and lift and lower this side of the neck as well. Just feeling into that stretch in the neck. I love this neck stretch. I've been telling my clients, I do this stretch 4 to 6 times a day, and I've never slept better. I'm we must stretch the neck every single day over and over, because I used to wake up with those kinks in my neck. It's awful, but I feel like it's because I've been stretching it and just taking just a couple extra breaths and just allowing the stretch versus just turning your head. It's crazy how something simple as like just holding a stretch can like impact your life in a positive way. Go ahead and bring your head to center, and then you can make a couple neck revolutions. So circling the neck or drawing circles with the nose, maybe to get out any other little kinks or areas. And I would say go around 2 times and then go 2 times in the opposite direction. And then come back to center. Inhale, both arms come up. You can open eyes or keep them closed. And exhale, both hands come down. Chin to chest. Maybe you rock your shoulders here and kind of feel it in your back body. But coming just into a gentle forward fold, seated forward fold. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we fold even more. And just go to wherever it's comfortable for you. And then on that next exhale, we push ourselves all the way back up. And then on the inhale, reach our arms wide. And then exhale, we hug ourselves and even round our shoulders and feel into that stretch. And then inhale, reach your arms wide again. Maybe you lift and lower your hands, feel into those shoulders. And then exhale, allow the other hand to be on top this time. And stretch out the back. And then come to center. Inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, we reach forward, find a forward fold. Take some deep breaths here. Just letting this other person in. Welcome, welcome. So we're in a forward fold, chin to chest. On that next exhale, come all the way back up. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, right hand comes to the mat, left hand comes up and over. Tendency is to do this. I'm exaggerating it, but try to keep that left hip down as the left arm reaches over. Feel the side stretch. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand comes over. Turn your torso just a little bit so you're like looking at the sky, like I am brave, I can look up. On that next exhale, come back to center. Inhale, both arms come up, and then find a twist. Exhale, both arms come down. Left arm to right knee, right hand behind. Take a deep inhale, we find a twist. Inhale, we find the length. Exhale, we find the twist. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. And then come back to center. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, turn to the left and bring your hands back down. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind. Take a deep inhale, we lift the chest. Exhale, we twist. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we twist. And then come back to center. Switch the direction of your legs. Both legs come back in. And if one leg was extended, just extend the other one. So however you do it, just find a different position. Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, we reach forward. Hands come to the ground or to your feet. Take a deep inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, we fold. And take some deep breaths here. Let this feel good in your back. Just notice how your back feels even after those gentle stretches, like from the first stretch to this stretch. Go ahead and lift up your chest, and then let's extend both of our legs out in front of us. And it doesn't need to be wide, it doesn't need to be narrow, it can just be comfortable. Like you need to make room for your belly, so maybe you make it a little wider, but not super wide. How many times can I say the word wide? Inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, we reach forward. This time lifting the chest, so leading with the chest. Think about hinging at the hips here. So the stretch should come on the back of the legs. This is a more active stretch. Finding some hip opening here should feel really good. Maybe we reach for the toes. Maybe we stay on the shins. Wherever you're at is awesome. Take a deep inhale. Maybe we look up. Exhale, we fold. Tap back into that intention. I am brave. I am brave. Maybe you even think about the last time you were brave, like the last time you told somebody off. I want to hear your stories. Take some deep breaths here. On that next exhale, go ahead and lift all the way up. Extend your right leg, left leg comes in. We find Jani, shavasana, seated tree. I know I'm not saying it right, but that's okay. It sounds great. Go ahead and twist to the right. Find a gentle twist. And then come back to center. Your torso kind of lines up with your leg ever so nicely. Flex your right foot and inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, we reach. Maybe we land on the toes or maybe we land on the shin. Wherever it is good. Lifting the chest, so leading with the chest, almost like somebody's grabbing a little string that's connected to your head and you're leading with that, so it keeps a straight spine. Take some deep inhales and exhales here. Finding that stretch on the back of the legs. On that next exhale, we push ourselves all the way back up and switch sides. So left leg comes forward, right leg comes up. Find that little semi-turn off to the left, and then come back to center. And then inhale, both arms come up. Exhale, they reach. Maybe they land on the shin, ankle, toe. And again, lead with the chest. So thinking about that string, it's guiding you. It's guiding you down. It should feel good. So you should feel the stretch a little bit more deeply when you lift up the chest. And then on that next exhale, we lift our chest all the way back up. And this time, both feet come in. And let's go ahead and take our butterfly a little bit longer. So allow your feet to be far out in front of you. So feel what this feels like. So many times people are like, I need to pull my feet in as close as I can, but like this actually feels good too. So take your feet out and then inhale, both arms come up. And exhale, let's reach forward and hands come to the ground or maybe onto your feet. And same thing, we lead with our chest and let this be really good. So if you're feeling any pinchiness anywhere, you can always back off, but you might feel it a little bit differently than you would if you would have pulled your feet all the way in. It just kind of hits your hips a little bit different. Take some deep breaths here. And then on that next exhale, we push ourselves all the way back up and then extend our legs out to the side, flex our feet, and then bring our hands directly in front of us. So finding a wide-legged forward fold. You can kind of tilt your torso a little bit. I always find like my hips sometimes will pop here. So, you know, give yourself whatever adjustments you need to kind of find the pose. So once you're here, hands come out in front, and then just slowly begin to walk your hands forward, finding that forward fold however you need to. This might be my edge, so just, you know, no judgment on yourself. We are here to feel into the stretch, not to get our chest to the ground. So flex your feet, feel into the stretch. That's the goal. A lot of times I do hear yoga teachers, they say chin or nose to the knee. It's like, dude, my boobs and stomach will never allow my nose to get to my knee. It don't matter how flexible I am, it ain't happening. Anatomy is a thing. So just, you know, pay attention to where you're stretching. I think that's the thing sometimes we miss when we're like looking at how people practice yoga. We should be looking at how it should feel, what the benefits are, not like the poses we can get ourselves in. And then on that next exhale, we push ourselves all the way back up. And then let's find tabletop. So I lied, we are gonna come off of our butts. Sorry. Let's find tabletop and just find some cat-cows. This is just so good for your spine. So rounding the back and then inhaling, coming down, finding your cow. Exhaling, finding your cat, and just kind of finding some organic movement. So maybe your hips move left to right. Maybe you find a barrel roll or a little bit of a wave. Like what feels good in your body in this moment. And then we're not here for long. So when you're ready, come back to center and then let's roll onto our backs. So finding our backs, planting your knees onto the ground, and let's rock our knees side to side just to feel like a little bit of an alignment adjustment. And then come to center, both knees are in the air, and then bring one leg extended out, left knee comes into chest, and then grab behind the left knee with the right hand and cross it over, finding your supine twist. So left arm extends off to the left. We are looking up at the ceiling. Take a deep inhale, maybe your leg lifts a little bit. Exhale, we kind of relax into that twist. So just take a couple of deep breaths here and maybe you say your mantra, your affirmation, I am brave. I am brave. On that next exhale, we come back to center. Bring both feet to the mat, lift up your hips, and set yourself up for the other side. So left leg extends, right knee comes into chest. Grab behind the right knee with the left hand. Right hand is off to the side, and we find this stretch on the other side. So take a deep inhale, we lift the knee a little bit, and then exhale. Maybe we go a little deeper, feeling into the stretch. On that next exhale, we come back to center, allow that right hip to drop down, and then both feet come together, so soles of the feet touch, and knees open wide. And so finding reclined butterfly. This might be uncomfortable for you. If it is, pinchy back, anything like that. Take your feet to the outside edges of the mat and allow your knees to just settle into each other. So both ways are good, both ways stretch the hips. Pick your plan. And then 1 minute of Yogi playtime. You might want to just sit in this pose for a little bit. That might be awesome. But if you are craving something like happy baby or bridge or wheel or any other posture that's a part of your regular practice that you can get in and out of safely, then go for it. So you have 1 full minute to kind of practice and get into whatever postures you'd like. And if you'd like to just stay here and close your eyes and chill and vibe, I'm here. That's what I'm doing. And you know, every time a yoga teacher has ever said that to me, I have always chosen to just lay there. And a lot of times the yoga teacher like killed me through the class. So I was like, you must be crazy if you think you want me to work any extra right now. Like, you giving me an option to lay here? That's what I'm about to do. 15 more seconds, whatever you've got. Take 2 more deep breaths here. All right, so let's find our Rockstar Shavasanas. This is the Shavasana that makes you feel like a rock star. So maybe it's legs extended and traditional corpse pose, arms by your side, legs extended. If this is pinchy for your back, bring your knees like this. Some people, this isn't accessible. Go up to your couch or a chair and put your legs on that surface and use some support that way. If you want to bolster under your knees or your calves, do that. Arms can also be up above. So there's lots of options here. Find the one that works for you and where you can sit still for a few minutes and just kind of take in your practice. So as we find our Rockstar shavasana, I love that word so much. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Make the next one be audible. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. One more little breath, and then a little exhale, And come to center, eyes are closed. Find this place within your mind where you can just clear it. This is your time to seal in the practice. Stay in the pose that feels the best. Feel good for yourself. So here, take the time to clear your mind. If there's anything that comes up, label it later like you're going to get to it. And then maybe you think of a color if you need a focus. If you need to focus on something, think of a color. And as you inhale and exhale, maybe it gets darker and lighter. And then let's spend the next few minutes in silence, enjoying our shavasana. Tap back into the breath. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Wiggle fingers and toes. Circle out wrists and ankles. Take both arms overhead for a full body stretch. Let it feel good and sweet. And then roll over onto one side. Push yourself up into a comfortable seated posture. Whenever you're ready. And then bring your hands to your heart center. Tuck your chin and close your eyes. Take a deep inhale with me. And exhale. Thank you so much for showing up on your mat today. Thank you for being brave and thinking about the things that are hard to think about. Like, amazing, amazing job. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. The divine light inside of me honors the divine light inside of each and every one of you. Namaste. Thank you so much. High five your neighbor. You all did awesome. Good job, everybody. That was fun. All right, and just as a reminder, make sure you sign up for my classes well in advance because, like I said, this one almost sold out, and so I just want to make sure you guys can sign up. So thank you so much, and I will see you all later. Bye.